Real fast, I wanted to tell you about my new podcast, Upworthy Weekly. It's a lighthearted news podcast. It comes out on Saturdays, and I have forced my co-host, Todd Perry, to join me here to help me tell you about our new venture. Todd, why should they listen?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, they think, oh, it's the Upworthy podcast. It's just going to be sunshine and it's going to be unicorns. But you know what? It's really not that. Alison doesn't have the ability. She doesn't have it in her to actually be that person that I thought we were hiring when we did this show. But clearly, after just a couple episodes, the facade dropped. Okay? I thought, she's doing the Upworthy show. It's not going to be like, oh, neurotic, cynical Alison, but no, she's there. So, I try to counteract that with some of my good vibes.
I would argue that if one person is coming off as a little bit cynical and unhinged right now, it's not me.
It comes out every Saturday, wherever you get podcasts.
Bye.
Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Hey everyone, hi, hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I am sitting here in the pod cabin with my lovely husband, Daniel. Daniel, hello.
Hi, I feel like a regular now.
I know you are.
I mean, like I'm an official part of the show.
Well, I have to admit, I have been having, before I admit anything.
Don't admit anything.
No. Wait, is this being recorded?
They say never admit anything.
They also say never put anything in writing. But then, so on the one hand...
I don't write anything.
On the one hand, you don't even know how. On the one hand, they say never put anything in writing.
Anything.
On the other hand, they say always keep a paper trail.
That's what they say. But it's like a paper trail of just paper. It's
right.
It's like a trail that you can follow on the ground. Not like, you thought maybe it was like writing on the paper trail?
You know about the time that I went to the party for the Batman Forever soundtrack premiere or something at the House of Blues, and I saw Val Kilmer leave a paper trail. And by that, I mean he had toilet paper on his shoe.
Classic Val.
Classic Val.
Did you know at that point that it was like, this is it for Val's career?
No, I didn't. I love him so much,
you can't
but
be a movie star with toilet paper on your heel.
Did you know there is controversy around his brother, Mark Kramer, who, okay, so this is
Kilmer? Mark Kilmer?
Yes, it makes so much more sense than if his brother was Mark Kramer.
Go ahead.
Judging from my voice, I'm still not 100%, okay?
But you're down to party.
DTP.
Yes.
His brother, Mark Kilmer. Yes, Mark Kilmer. There was an article in ProPublica.
Sure.
ProPublica.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. About in a certain state, Child Protective Services ignored this. What happened? I think they ignored evidence or calls about an abuse situation, and then I don't know what happened. I think something bad might have happened to the girl. I'm now talking out of my ass. This is the gist.
This is a great story, though.
It's the gist. I used to do news.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Uh-huh.
This is the gist, okay?
Sure.
So someone, it was a dereliction of duty of a CPS person.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, actually, they looked into the records of it, and this guy tended to always allegedly leave the domestic abuser in the home and leave the family
The CPS
with the
person.
home. Yeah, and it was Mark Kilmer, parentheses, brother of actor Val Kilmer.
Wow.
And I just thought, well, just show me a photo, please.
I know.
And I think I saw one eventually, and it didn't look like
one of my favorite
like
things is when there's like a celebrity who's known for being very attractive, and they're just wrecked brother or sister.
I know. And then you realize that, like, oh, it really is like alchemy and magic that it
Totally.
makes for attractiveness, because you see their same features all wonkified in
Do
the
you
other
ever
one.
like? Have you ever seen someone where you see their parents and the parents are just a mess? They look like a mess. You know what I mean?
They
Just-
look a mess.
Just the features are
No,
all
but
out
you know,
of place.
people are like, he looks a mess.
Yeah, they
You're
look-
acting a fool.
just fugly parents,
Mm.
and then they'll have like a super hot kid, like like they're and you're like a model
Yeah.
level kid, and you're just like, how do you ever? And then you're like, how the fuck
Yeah.
did that happen?
I mean, I feel like it's happened to me. There's not a ton of examples I can think of off the top of my. What models are you hanging out with where you met their parents?
I always like to meet a model's parents before I know anything about them.
Right.
Frankly.
You know what I do when I meet them? I look in their mouth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I want to see the teeth.
Like, how good are these models?
Yeah.
Are they gonna stand the test of time?
The teeth.
Right.
Why do you look a horse in the mouth? Because you don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, but presumably you would look at a purchased horse in the mouth.
To make sure that they
Brush.
that they have the enough teeth to chew the amount of hay they're going to need to chew,
Is that what it is?
and carrots.
Are you seeing that if they have enough teeth, or are you counting their
It's
teeth?
No, you need to make sure they have a nice smile. Haven't you
Right.
seen Mr. Ed?
I think it's don't count a gift horse teeth
In the mouth. You
before
count
it-
them
yes.
in their butt.
in the hand.
Oh yes, a gift horse's mouth in the hand is
It's worth 2 in your bush.
2 gift horses in the bush.
Yeah. I don't watch porn.
Do you
so-
know who would know the answer to this question though?
Oh, don't tell me. David Huntsberger.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think he would know. I'm beginning to get toasty hot in my
Honey.
J-Lo on clearance jacket that I bought 14 years ago that's been hanging. This jacket is a testament. If
Yeah.
this jacket says, "Hey, Marie Kondo,"
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
that's where Tony plays the drop. "Hey, Marie Kondo."
Fuck off.
Oh, good. You want to be a regular?
I know all the drops.
"Hey, Marie Kondo."
Fuck the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't pull up my Daniel drops.
Do we have to start over? I'll do the drops.
Okay. Hey,
mean-
Marie Kondo.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But Tony, for real, play it somewhere in here. But anyway, she's all like, touch everything and throw it out. I think
That's her catchphrase. I think that's her catchphrase. You can get t-shirts that say that.
touch everything and throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just a picture of a trash can with like the lid open and like
Just
a
full of
ting
stuff.
Yeah.
Just overflowing with stuff.
handprints all over it.
Yeah.
But this fashionable jacket,
Mhm.
not to be confused with Greg Heller's Greg
Heller.
fashion jacket. This fashionable piece of apparel
Mhm.
hung in my closet for years and years, and I never wore it. And I was like, I should just throw this out. I'm not ever going to wear
Why
it.
didn't you wear it?
I don't know. It didn't feel right.
So what happened to you to make you feel like it felt right? Like what changed in you that merged that where the jacket became something that worked for you?
Wow. You're a real
Yeah.
Charlie Rose, aren't you?
I really
But
go
before
there.
the accusations with Diane Sawyer.
I'm like,
You're a real Cokie Roberts.
yeah, that's what I am.
Remind me that I have something I want to say about, oh shit, Leslie Stahl, I think is the one I'm thinking of.
I love her.
Okay. Do you?
I think she's great.
Okay. Remind me I have something. I need to make a list. This is getting out of control. Okay. I already have a list.
Okay.
I'm going to add to my list. Okay. I wanted to say thoughts re-DFs because I was starting with that. And then I was going to address my voice, which I feel like who really cares?
No
about
one
it?
cares about that.
Yeah. And then Leslie Stahl.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I was going to say right now. What was I going to say?
Do you think
right
when
now?
she goes to a public restroom, she thinks to herself, "This is Leslie Stahl"?
No, but I know that
You know she does every time. You
Yeah.
know she does. Leslie Stahl.
Okay. Do your do you remember the riddle word palindrome thing that totally stumped your mom? And it was like a Scientologist.
Oh, it was like Leah Remini.
Leah Remini, see an enemy.
It's like, hey, Leah Remini,
Oh, yeah.
I see. Right. It was like, this is what you say to a famous Scientologist, ex-Scientologist, when you're on a boat and you see a fish that eats sea urchins or sea life. You go, hey, Leah Remini, I see a sea anemone. Listen, folks, this is free. Imagine what you get
On Patreon.
on Patreon.
Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Where's the part that accounts for the enemy?
Well, the enemy of the sea anemone
Is what?
is the predator that eats.
But did you mention
Don't
predator
overthink this.
in your?
Don't overthink
Did you
this.
mention
Yes.
predator in
Yes.
your?
Rewind the tape.
You did. Okay.
Well, I said that. Listen, we've gone on too long about the sea anemone.
But I remember you told your mom, and she's like, "Oh, shut up!" Like I think she took it personally.
I'm not sure she gets all my jokes. It's
I'm
a
not
hard
sure
thing.
It's a joke.
Well, thank you. Jesus Christ. I see how it is.
Oh, I know. I was saying what changed in me.
Yeah, that's right.
The jacket that I was wearing for a long time, the blue one that
Yeah.
I still like, was a maternity coat. I just kept wearing it after maternity. And then I saw myself in a reflection and I was like, this is not the most flattering coat for me anymore because it is like,
But before
Very
you were
triangular.
pregnant, you didn't wear this jacket.
no, then I had a different jacket that I'm not ready to get back into yet.
Didn't you wear a jacket like this when
Yes,
we met?
I am such a fan of faux fur collars.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know how I always say I'm like 90% Truvia and 10% I can't believe it's not butter or vice versa?
Mm-hmm.
Bring the I can't believe it's not butter down by 2% and add 2% of fake fur collars
Yeah.
because I have been wearing these for a long. I had a whole entire coat that was black fake fur, and I used to joke that it was made out of poodle or gorilla. Isn't that fun?
Oh, God.
The yucks.
I wish I could have been there when you said that to somebody at a party.
Yeah.
Just to see the laughter.
Just think of like a
Just-
chunky, insecure gal trying to blend in a humongous gorilla coat, hoping men will like her for her stupid jokes. In Orange County.
And you found him.
Anyway, that's what changed. What changed is, and also I feel like the 90s are back in style, and I am here for it, girlfriend.
Is that a 90s looking coat?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't actually. The 90s are weird because it's
the
like to me.
2000s, maybe it's the 2000s that are in style. I don't know. It's just all my old
the
clothes.
2000s are back. 'Cause,
Not 90s. I don't know.
like the lowrider pants. Although I feel that's already.
I don't like
gone
that, but
out.
I do like the boot cut pants, and I know that you don't.
Not a fan, but go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, my voice is still messed up, and I need to take a sip of something.
Boot cut is better than those pants that you see guys wearing, where it's like baggy at the thigh, and then it tapers really, really skinny at the calf.
Oh,
Have
that
you seen
sounds
those
awful.
pants?
No, are they?
You see those like skaters and stuff wear those, and it's like, what are you, like a W.D. Griffin, like one of these, like those, like you know how they would wear those crops? They look like riding crops, except
W.D. Griffin. Are you thinking of the guy who
D.W.
did
Griffin.
Intolerance?
D.W. Griffin, right? Griffith. I'm a film student.
Intolerance,
You would think I would
right?
know this.
And Birth of a Nation?
Yes.
D.W. Griffith.
No, his brother or his cousin.
Oh,
Griffin.
Mark Kramer?
No, listen, I got the name wrong. I don't know if you know this about me,
W.D.
honey.
Griffin. That's it.
WD 40. I am terrible with names.
Yeah, I know.
Like I can watch a show. I can watch a whole semester of a show, and at the end of it, won't know the main characters' names.
Really?
This is why I have trouble with certain books, especially like reading like Game of Thrones or these books where you have like multiple characters with very similar names.
Right.
Like I can't even keep basic ass names straight. I just names. It's too abstract.
Did you have trouble with Ivana and Ivanka? I sometimes forgot who was
No, but like I think I don't do well with that level of abstraction. We should have like sounds everyone should be called the sound of their face.
Oh. What would I be called?
That'd be the
What would you be?
like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Right?
too.
That's my face.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, that is the sound. It's not my. I didn't come up with that.
What would Elliot be?
Oh, mama.
Yes. No one is going to get it but us. And what about Owen? Let me think first what it would
Well,
be.
will you tell me what Owen is?
He. Ooh, let's do other faces.
Okay.
Who's someone that they would know that we know?
I don't know.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
That's yeah. Okay.
Right.
Anyway,
It's good stuff.
I'm gonna shelve Leslie Stahl for a moment.
Okay. Yeah,
Taylor
we should
Swift.
push that to the end so people listen to the whole episode.
So here's the thing. I've been doing these episodes with you,
Yeah.
and
Just lighting up the charts.
we're number one with a bullet. What does that mean? Like you're killing other people?
Number one with a bullet. I
It was
think
like a
has to do with
Billboard chart
speed,
thing.
maybe.
Oh.
Number one with a bullet is how, but maybe I'm wrong. Number one with a bullet, like it went.
Like it rocketed to the top.
Yeah, I don't know though. It doesn't quite make sense.
I'm gonna Google it. Okay, number one with a bullet is a police detective film, which is not what I'm.
Oh, so it's a reference to a thing, not necessarily.
No, I think the other one came first. Okay. Billboard magazine's charting system. Yeah, it means rapid progress in the charts. So you were right.
It still doesn't quite make sense.
It doesn't explain why, but a bullet was like an icon next to it.
Oh, number one with a bullet. Yeah, because
Yes.
I was like, it's more like number one like a bullet.
Or number one taped to a bullet.
Right? Someone tapes the number one to a bullet and then shoots it.
It had to be a small one.
Yeah, that does make sense now that I think about it.
Gavin Newsom posted something on Instagram about how California is truly the freedom state.
That's because, you know why?
I don't know why.
He's trolling DeSantis because DeSantis in his inauguration was talking about how Florida is the freedom state.
So I feel like when you do that, you're like chumming the waters for a lot of trollish comment.
I feel like anything he tweets or anything he puts out there, he's going to get trollish comments.
Yeah.
Because there's just like a lot of, the right wing loves to hate on that guy.
I'm gonna call it right now. I might need to go in and get my inhaler or my various.
Honey, if you need to do that, do it.
Various sprays, tonics, therapeutic agents.
Your therapeutics.
I feel like there should be a word for all of that. My
Pharmaceuticals.
I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so there's a comment from someone that's like, you call this the freedom state? I can't even get a Glock 5 with a blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah, you fucking can.
okay, that's not, I don't even know what Glock 5 is. It sounds like a razor. But then someone else wrote, bro, DM me. And then I was just like, and then someone else wrote, good, like, which is how I feel. But
what are they talking about? You can get
okay,
guns
that's
in
not the
state.
point.
All right.
Don't hey,
Look, if you're
my
gonna,
feelings don't care about your facts.
but I bet, okay, go ahead.
Because I'm making it personal.
All right.
So I was like, fuck you to the guy who's like, bro, DM me. And then I clicked on the bro, DM me guy. And he's like, what does 1776 mean when someone has that as
I
their...
think that's like you're just an insurrectionist type. You're like
Yeah.
a
So
January 6th, Alex Jones type.
Right. So he's that guy.
Yeah.
The guy who said, bro, DM me. And I'm like, is this guy actually like trafficking guns or what's going on? And is it safe to, like, are you allowed to solicit guns on Instagram? You probably are, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I remember people saying that like all sorts of abortion stuff was being erased off of Facebook. Like telling people where they could still get legal abortions was being erased off of Facebook, but gun stuff wasn't. But anyway, And then I clicked on I was like, what's the deal with this guy who's trying to buy the gun?
Mm-hmm.
And he's followed by 2 people that I know in Orange County. And I'm like, oh my God, who is this? I think I probably know this person.
Huh.
He has a name that doesn't, I mean, his name's Bill, but his other name, his screen name is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Should I request him?
On the
he's
show?
a private account. Yeah. Bill,
For Thursday
come get
show?
your gun. No. Should I befriend him just to see who it is
Just
and
to
then
find out how
unfriend him? Yeah. Because he would see me and then he'd be like, oh, she knows these people. I've got to see who this person is. Out of
Why?
curiosity.
Who cares?
Because I want to know.
But do you need to know how you get a Glock, whatever?
No, not the guy who's selling it. The guy who's trying to buy one.
So you need to know someone who's trying to buy a gun?
I need to know who's trying to buy one. What is a Glock 5 anyway?
People, it's a gun.
Is it
Is it an
an Armalite? Oh, it's a handgun.
Glock. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know
each
guns.
Glock. It's just like a handgun.
Oh, so it's not one of the ones where you'd be like, why does someone need that? I mean,
you
you'd
could say
be
that about
like,
any
yes, I
gun,
know, but it's not an AR.
No.
Oh. Wait, what is he saying then?
No, I don't know. You could get.
He said I can't get it with a regular magazine capacity.
Oh, well, they might limit. Okay, so they might limit the capacity here in California, but it's like not hard, dude. Just drive 4 hours.
That's what you did.
And you can get it in Arizona or probably Nevada. Like, what's the big deal? You can probably get it sent to you. I don't know what the laws are, but
Okay, we're not trying to sell guns here.
I just don't. I think that they complain a lot, and sometimes I wonder, like, what are you complaining about? Like, it's not. There aren't these restrictions you're talking about are not there. But go ahead.
I know. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting that this person who rifled through my feathers.
Oh yeah.
It turns out that I have a connection with him, except maybe that's kind of how social media. No, it wasn't like this comment was shining brighter than the others.
I
It wasn't
do find
like
that sometimes. That
like
happened
that
to me.
it serves you.
I know. Well, I saw a tweet from someone recently that was just a real trollish, and then I saw a bunch of people I follow them, and you wonder like what.
Well,
happened?
that movie with Vincent Kartheiser, Pete Campbell from Don Draper.
Yeah.
Pete Campbell from
Was
Don
that the name of
Draper.
the movie?
From the Don Draper show. Not the social network. What was it called? I can't remember. But that showed how the algorithm works and stuff. It does try to give you things that it knows is going to bother you.
Well, no, I know that, but it's weird. The weird part is that it gave me something that bothered me, and then the person who was clearly a troll was followed by people I like.
Right. That is weird.
That's always weird to me.
So the thing that I was going to say is I've been doing these shows with you, and I have been enjoying them immensely. And I like at this point in my career and in my podcasting career, I feel like I really want to pay attention to what excites me as a creative person, and I
Yeah.
like go with my gut, because there are times with this show that I've not listened to my gut. Like other people's voices have gotten in my head.
Yeah.
And so I've been like, I really liked this person coming on the show, but so many people are saying they don't think that they're the right fit. Maybe,
Right.
and I look back and I regret that. I regret it, because the truth is I know,
You know what's good for your show.
I know better than anyone
And it's
else.
DQ.
I'm not going that far.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you learn what to take in. I'm not saying that I never want to listen to feedback, because of course I want to listen to feedback, but if I have a strong feeling about something, I want that to be the loudest voice,
Sure.
probably. So and also, as someone we know said, you want to keep evolving, you want to keep growing.
Just real,
Yes.
my philosophy on that is better to fail on your terms than to fail on another person's terms.
Oh, you think I'm going to fail?
No, but it's like you don't know what's going to happen, but nothing is worse than going by someone else's advice and failing.
Yes.
It's like so hard to live with
That's-
that. But I can live.
Well, that happened to me with I've done a couple pilots that didn't go, which, by
Yeah.
the way, I don't feel shame about it, but I do feel like, oh, bummer. But then I meet people who are like, I've pitched 14 shows and the 15th one. And it's like, I remember, I'm dropping a name, but Rhett Reese was like, he said that when he talks to film students, he says you have to be like Terminator. I haven't seen it, but my understanding is like
going.
You get destroyed and then you could just rise up and come back together.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, I'm going to take a break for a while.
That's great advice. Creatively, it's so much better to just have an attitude, a lightness with each project.
Yeah.
Like your whole soul isn't in one thing. Like it's like, okay, next thing, adaptable.
Right.
You know, you can kind of move with where things are going. If you're like that, you're going to be so much more successful in this business.
Right. So to me, these shows feel like an even new kind of thing that is emerging from the cesspool pile of dung.
Yeah.
The dung heap
That's where I
that
was.
is Alison Rosen's new best friend.
I was lying in that cesspool.
And I said, hey, I can polish that turd.
Yes, you said that to me.
I did.
That was in our vows.
I said, I can put lipstick on that pig.
Yes.
No. So it feels like new and different. I think because we're doing the video aspect of it and the calls. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I want to go with this and see where it goes. However,
Lots of negative feedback.
no, there's only been positive feedback, but still.
People hate it.
Henceforth.
Yes.
No, they love it.
Oh. Do they?
Therefore, no, they do. They like it. But not booking an interview and sitting down and doing that whole thing that I've been doing every single week for 11 years on this show.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm shirking my duty.
Yeah.
And because this is so easy and so comfortable, because it's not hard. Like
Right.
in the past, when something fell through or when I didn't have a guest or for whatever reason, when we were in a pinch, I would say, let's just do a Alison and Daniel show. It was
Yeah.
like what I would fall back on.
Yeah.
So the fact that now I'm opting, because I'm like saying I'm not going to book a guest this week because I'm going to do it with Daniel because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe because it's easy, I should be like forcing myself to do the other thing. And then I think to myself, by the way, this is such an off-air conversation that I'm having on air, but I like to let everyone in on my process.
That's what they love.
But then I think I am 11 years into this.
Mhm.
I'm never going to give up doing interviews.
No,
I'm just, but I think if for a few weeks I do this because it's fun and then I see what this is, I don't think that hurts anything. And I think everyone's enjoying it. I'm just saying, I don't even know why I brought it up.
Huh. Interesting. Write in
What
if
do
you
you
know why
think?
she brought it up. Let us know.
Yeah, ARIYMBFshow@gmail.com.
No, I think that as long as you don't give up on the other thing.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would never, though. It's such a part of me, and it's part
so
of the
then
show.
I don't see there's anything wrong with that. Unless I'm bringing the show down.
No.
That's always been my worry coming on from the beginning, was that like this is your thing and you're so good at it and it's so good, and I'm not really somebody who has designs to be a talent on camera or anything like that, or on mic.
Here's the thing. You're a regular, excuse me, you're a regular on the Thursday show.
Yeah.
So people know you at this point. And I think on Monday when they're like, oh, it's Alison and Daniel, it's like sitting down with friends and hearing friends. And I think culture has shifted a little bit, and I think people want that. They want friends and they want true crime.
I know. Yeah. Or are you going to tell them about our true crime angle now?
I don't know what that is.
We're going to start talking about true crime.
Oh, yeah. We're all about it. Let's listen to a call.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel and Alison, or Alison and Daniel, because it is her show. I'm just calling to apologize for my last message, which you read. I apologize to all the listeners out there who had to endure listening to that. I don't know what went
Okay.
Oh,
so do you remember
is this the one where you couldn't hear what
Yes,
you're saying? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
wrong, but I was trapped at a trampoline park called Airtopia,
Ooh.
where I have to sit there for 1 to 2 hours while my 9-year-old plays dodgeball on trampolines, and then comes over and demands an icy. That's what I was trying to say. I said also that my New Year's resolution was to lose weight, which is pretty cliche, and that I am adherent to that Quantz Method, which includes putting your sleeves over the shoulders of your sweaters when you hang them up, which I have found to be a game changer because now I don't have those little marks or whatever on the shoulders from the hanger. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to learning more Quantz methods in the future. And I appreciate the card you all sent out. Thank you very much. And again, Sasha in San Antonio. Y'all take care now. Bye.
All right.
We did Christmas cards.
I'm loving that call.
Certain patron levels received them.
San Antonio does feel like a place that would have a trampoline park.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really like about sort of mountain states I found, and I'm sure this is throughout the Midwest as well, is it gets really cold. And so there's lots of activity places that are indoors. I grew up in a place where everything was outdoors. And so it's fun and novel to go to a water park, for example, that's all indoors. That's really neat to me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, a trampoline park sounds... I would definitely break all of my bones in a trampoline park, though.
You know what I'm sitting here thinking?
You're thinking about me breaking my bones in a trampoline park?
No. I'm thinking about how I mentioned that we sent cards to patrons at a certain level and how the patrons who are not at that level, I don't want them to feel bad or feel left out. But the truth is, to send a card to every single patron would be...
It'd be cost prohibitive.
Cost prohibitive and also just labor prohibitive. And also to collect, because people at a certain level give us their address. So I did it to the $25 and up level. That's where you get like the official, I forget what I call it, but the fan club level where you get stuff when you sign up.
Yeah.
You get merch and stuff. And then
qualifies as stuff.
Yeah.
We hadn't really sent stuff for
right. And then I also included the confidant level because those are the people that I text with, because that's a manageable.
Yeah.
Still a lot, but it was a manageable number, and I could just send a text as getting addresses, but to collect the address of everyone, that would have been a job too big for me.
But that doesn't mean we don't love you.
But I know. I just don't want them to feel unappreciated because I appreciate them so much.
Guys, it's just a picture.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Guess what's happening now? I might sneeze, but also
I'm going to take your pharmaceuticals?
No, I'm going to take my coat off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, insert some like French stripper music.
Do you know French strippers and what kind of music they play?
Isn't it like
oh my God, I feel like I'm in a Parisian strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm in the Montmartre district. This is really Toulouse-Lautrec. I'm just going to throw all the escargot. Oui, oui.
When I think
I've taken it all off. Now I'm just wearing 2 layers.
You need to go to the video to see
youtube.com/Alison Rosen to see my striptease. What does it say right at the top of this pad of paper?
Robe life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Alison is really.
I never.
There is no floor to the lazy life of Alison. The thing about a robe to me is like there's a kind of robe where you can wear it around the house and still sort of seem like you're not
a vagrant.
It's not even that. It's like
giving up on life.
No,
down on your luck.
No, a housewife from my grandmother from the 40s.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like hair rollers and a big fluffy bathrobe.
Yeah, but that's not the one I have.
You have a big fluffy bathrobe.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
there are certain ones that make you not look like that.
Right.
I don't have one.
Although
of those.
I'm trying to think that, I'm not sure there is a version of a bathrobe that can be worn around the house. That is acceptable.
You woke up and chose violence.
Like you, like if you haven't just gotten out of the bath, I'm saying,
yeah.
like if you just got out of the shower, that's fine. A bathrobe, totally acceptable. Or if you had like a sauna or something, you know what I'm saying. Or if you were boxing, but otherwise, not a good look. Not even for Hugh Hefner. Like I'm trying to think of
So
famous
wait, I have
bathrobe.
been wearing this robe around the house.
Yeah, well, but I mean,
And
like,
have you just been thinking to yourself, like, oh God?
but
Yes.
we've crossed that threshold so long ago. Like I think early in the pandemic when you just decided there are only 2 shirts I'm gonna wear. That's it. Like this shirt and this shirt every day. And one of those shirts, by the way, has your face on it.
I know.
You wear your own.
But it shows me.
I have to say this: the shirts that you had for merch, they're good quality shirts. I wear them.
I know. It's super comfortable. It's a perfect pandemic shirt.
So anyway, it's all right.
So anyway, yeah. So you don't look at me anymore. So anyway,
I don't look at you that way anymore. So there's nothing lost, is what I'm saying.
Well, I've never really been a robe person. I know this came up on the show. Tony's nickname was briefly No Robe Tony because he doesn't wear robes except in Japan.
Oh yeah, how does he feel about this new you?
He doesn't. This is the first he's hearing when he does this episode. So
Do
anyway,
you think he'll quit? Because you're all
he
robe
might-
Alison. You're like only robe Alison.
Well,
and he's no robe Tony.
I'm balancing it out. So anyway, listen, I've never really understood the bathrobe thing. I like a bathrobe in a hotel, but for me, I always thought a robe takes the place of a towel.
Yes, that's the one time I will accept a bathrobe.
I always thought a robe takes the place of a towel
in a hotel.
So you towel off and then you put on a robe and then you toddle out to your room and then you like enjoy some room service or do whatever your hotel room activities are. You lounge around, but it's sort of like, I do not like to take a bath. I've tried 1,000 times. I get in the
You don't know how
bath.
to do it. You go on your stomach and then you're like, I can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I
and
dangle my
lots of
feet over the edge.
Lots of splashing.
Right. So no, I
Yeah.
get in the bath and I'm like, now what? So that's how I feel.
Because
and then I
you
got to
don't
get
know
out
how
to be off my phone.
Yeah, you need constant stimulation.
Right. So, that's how I've always felt about a bathrobe. Like,
Right.
oh, this is cozy and fun.
Now
Now
what?
what? I just want
Now
to put
what?
on my clothes. So,
But what you discovered is you can put your clothes on and then put the robe over the clothes.
yes,
Yeah.
it's such game
It's
changer.
basically a jacket. It's like,
it's a coat for your house. It's a house coat.
but they have those.
I know. I got to look them up. So anyway, it's so cold in the morning. I was like, I've got to get a robe. All the other moms have robes.
I know.
I grew up with a robe mom, but it was like
was she?
Yeah, she would wear a silky robe that matched her nightgown underneath. She had like a set. It was a set.
Of course. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. So anyway, but I mean, always. And
Yeah.
also, Christine Daae in Phantom of the Opera puts on a robe that perfectly fits her.
Well, but she was an opera singer, so backstage, you put
You
the
need a
robe
robe.
on because you got to put your makeup. You can't have your costume on.
Yeah. Well, I'm a podcaster, and when I wake up in the morning and have to get the kids ready, it's cold in the house. I need something cozy. So I'm like, I need a robe.
Yeah.
And then I have this humongous fluffy white robe in my closet that I've never.
It's comically fluffy.
It's like touch it and then throw it out. Marie Kondo's book would say to get rid of it.
It's like if someone were making a parody of a of a
robe.
fluffy grandma robe. That's what you have.
Elliot and Owen are like, you look like a marshmallow.
Well, because you also have slippers that match, so you have these fluffy white slippers.
I don't wear them very often.
You look like. I mean, no offense, you look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
So anyway, I wore that a couple times, but to me, that's a bathrobe because I thought it was
Yes,
terry
it's a
cloth.
bath.
It's actually not terry cloth. And then I was like, I need to get this is so fucking boring.
Oh fuck! No, who cares? Oh my God. Once you said terry cloth, my brain just, I could feel the cells melting, like losing.
Let me wrap it up.
Yes.
So I bought one that I thought was attractive on Amazon. It is sleek. It's not warm enough. So then I'm back to the marshmallow. My favorite thing when I'm done with work, I go in, I put on my pajamas or my pandemic uniform, and then I put it over it. It's like wearing a blanket. I love it so much. I think that like Dance with the One You're With, the marshmallow is who I'm with.
But you can get one that isn't so ridiculously fluffy.
But what if I don't like it? The fear in your eyes, my God.
It's just, I didn't sign up for this.
What did you think you were getting?
I guess I wasn't really thinking it through.
Yeah. There are certain people who are like, little wifey, I'll give you an allowance if you can still fit into the wedding dress on our first
smart.
anniversary. And we're not those people. We had no rules.
But maybe we can be?
Do you still wear Breathe Right strips at night?
Yes.
Do you do any anti-snoring behavior?
I try.
Like what?
I turn on my side.
When I wake you up and say,
Well,
I know, how are you going to... And this brings me to my voice, had such a coughing fit last night.
yeah.
Was doing that thing where I was like,
You've
having
been
trouble-
coughing in such a way that it's like you can't even breathe, which is scary.
I don't know if it's asthma because I've never been asthmatic.
Yeah.
My dad is though, but yeah, I had a coughing attack the other night where it's like my whole system was set on cough eject. So I was trying to suck in air, but it's like the pipe, everything was shut. It was like, and it was scaring me, and I calmed myself down, and I was able to get in some air. And then Daniel was with me, and I took a sip of water and just like bounced. It just fell right back out of my mouth. It's like my throat was shut or something. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. But I knew that if I could calm down, I would be able to get air in. But like not being able to breathe was making me nervous. It was frightening.
It's terrifying.
So something happened like that last night.
Yeah.
But it didn't really scare me to the same degree, but I was just like, oh God, how long am I going to sit here coughing? You were just snoozing away.
Right
You
there.
and Wendy.
I know.
Fucking.
Yeah. I mean, it would have
It
been
made me feel
sad
loved.
if I woke up and
I was gone.
You were gone, and then you've been like, oh, and then kind of, new possibilities.
You've already thought it through, right?
What happens if you're gone?
Yeah. I told you, ladies, I want him to be happy, and it's fine if you remarry. I want you to remarry, but
Why would I remarry?
yeah, I know. Once bitten.
Yeah.
It's fine if you hook up with someone, shack up. It's fine if you love again. I don't want you to hold a torch for you forever. But for a decent amount of time.
No, I told you to wake me up if it was serious. So if you couldn't breathe,
You did? When did you tell that to me?
the first time it happened,
Tell me what you said, because I don't remember this at all.
I said, if it's serious, wake me up. Like if you're worried, wake me up.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a very deep sleeper. This is the problem for you.
I can't imagine that. I
I
couldn't.
know you barely sleep. Like
Last
when you
night I
sleep, it's just
especially,
the
like-
most surface level sleep. I wish you would get one of those things that measures you, because I bet you it's just like the most surface sleep all night. Like I'll get into bed and I will like be like, if you're asleep, I'll get in bed, and then I'll make the horrible mistake of like just turning slightly, and you'll just be like, and then you sit up. Look what you made me do.
Is that what I sound like?
There's a lot of huffing,
Is there really?
but maybe you just huff.
Is there huffing?
I mean, I sense huffing.
You sense it, you feel it, but are you hearing it?
There's a lot of messages being sent my way with the breathing and the sitting up. The way you do it.
For real, how do I really do it?
There's always a deep this. But maybe you do that every time. I don't know. I'm usually asleep.
What? So I really exhale like I'm annoyed,
Yeah.
and then I check my phone.
Always check your phone first thing. Did you miss anything
And never.
in the 5 minutes you were asleep?
I know. I just set it down.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I see before I go to bed, and the first thing I see when I wake up.
Yeah. Fucking Twitter, TikTok, whatever you're looking at.
That brings me to a question.
Yeah.
Do you have your phone set to dark mode?
No.
Have you noticed that like all the young people do?
No. Why would I? When am I around young people?
When they post screen caps and screen grabs and things.
Oh, I don't like dark mode unless I'm
either,
like
but
in a movie theater or something.
why do they all have it? Are they going to find themselves at a rave or something? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't like looking at white text on a dark background.
But ditto, girlfriend. But why? Why is it so popular among them? I'm beginning, you know how like youtube.com/Alison
Maybe
Rosen.
it's like sunglasses. Maybe it's cool.
This is how old people make a heart. And then like, this. Wait, is that how I did it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's some way that like,
Don't they do this?
that's,
They go like this with the thumbs, right?
no, that's how like millennials make a heart. And then Gen Z makes a heart. I'm forgetting how Gen Z even makes
This
a
is
heart.
like, so the younger generations have defined the way they do hand hearts.
They make hearts out of their hand in a certain way, and they do dark mode, and they part their hair in the middle.
Well, good for them, I guess in a life that's devoid of meaning, or in a society that robs us of meaning, you got to find it somewhere, and that's where they found it.
Thinking of springing for a lozenge, but I feel like that's like...
You're a pro, honey. I think you can do it.
You think I can have a lozenge in my mouth and talk into the mic? I don't know if I can.
It'll rattle around in your mouth.
I know. No one wants to hear that.
Tony can take out all the rattles. He can just
can't.
go in and just pinpoint those sounds.
Let's take a break for 1 second.
Okay. A little intermission.
Yeah.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Hi, guys. I'm just blowing my nose. You can keep going.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm doing a sound alike.
I know of girlfriend Ipanema.
Yeah, but I don't want to get sued. But
Well, good thing you're not doing it
honey?
super well.
we're on camera.
What was it? What that was just
A little
Snot?
a little mucus.
oh
on your upper
god,
lip.
that's so gross. I actually don't think it's gross. I'm just doing that for the people.
It's amazing what has stopped being gross to me after having kids.
Other people's mucus is super gross. I'm not okay with it.
Other people's mucus is gross, but when Owen has a giant
Oh my
booger in his
God.
nose,
Yes.
I cannot rest until I get that fucking thing out of his nose.
know.
I am like, it dries. I just like, I gotta fucking get that fucking
I know,
booger
me
out of
too.
there.
And like he'll be like, no, and I'll be like chasing him around
Yeah.
his room, basically
Like
on
I'm crazy.
Yes. And then I tell myself, he's a tiny person. He has bodily autonomy. It's not hurting him. And it might actually be hurting him for a giant marshmallow to be chasing him around his room, demanding that I like get at his nose.
Yeah.
So I got to just let it go. But it is like, what's something you can't let go? It's like something you can't let go of. Like, yes, I know. I become obsessed too.
It's,
Oh my God.
I know. So if there's something you wanted to,
Yes, there is something I wanted to do. This has flown by.
I know, it's crazy.
I need to talk to you guys about BetterHelp. This show, Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend, is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up in the way that you want to, working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you, because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything life throws at you.
True.
I'm such a huge fan of therapy. You know this. Daniel, I want you to get into therapy, or I want you to get back into therapy.
I know,
yeah.
I need to.
Because it helps me so much. I just want everyone around me to be helped. Look, I'm being a little bit facetious.
It's good. It's really good. Therapy. Oh, yeah, my ex begged me to get into therapy. I never did it, and then I got into therapy with you, and I was like, "Oh, she was right. I should have done this."
Yeah. It's just a huge help. It makes you feel better, and it makes huge improvements in your life, in your relationships, etc. So if you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient.
What is that word?
And flexient. It's convenient, flexible, and affordable. And it's entirely online. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time. No additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/bestfriend today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/bestfriend. Okay, so let's play another call.
Hey, Alison and Daniel. This is Christina, a longtime listener and Patreon subscriber. Love the holiday card. First, Daniel, please take no offense to what I'm about to say, I consider you so far above this category of creature. I'm calling in to tell the mediocre white man to fuck off with his unearned confidence and lame-ass ideas. It has been a week filled with them at work, and I have had it. So, unfoundedly confident, mediocre white men, go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Love you both and the show, and send my love to the kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina.
I actually feel the same way.
I solicited calls. I said, all right, it's lozenge time. Fuck it.
There you go.
Fuck it, people.
Wow.
Do we need a lozenge time drop, Tony? All right, let's see. How bad does it look? You can't even see it, right?
No, but they can hear it rattling around.
Listen, people.
Man,
No.
we're lucky you have a voice at all. You couldn't talk.
I barely had one. You know what I got to do?
What?
I got to go into low battery mode.
Okay, all right, here we go.
So this is where I just speak like this.
Okay, all right.
It's like ASMR, except ASMR makes me want to kill myself. Okay, or unalive myself, as they say. So anyway, I put out a call. I said, let us know your favorite condiment. Let us know who you think needs to F off, and we'll let you know if we agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I put some other questions too, but I can't remember what they are right now.
I would say with the comment about mediocre white men with unearned confidence, the thing I've been thinking about is like how much that really is the problem in our society.
The smug
So much of what. When I think of the people who annoy me the most consistently, it's that. It's these guys. I've had so many in my life who are, generally, and no offense to anyone who didn't go to college, because I don't think that really is there's plenty of really great people who didn't go to college. I'm not trying to judge people, but these people almost never went to college, but they have huge egos. And so it's this like deadly combination of like having a huge opinion of themselves and then also not the understanding of the limits of what they know.
Yeah.
And a distrust of experts because they feel like I've gotten this far, and I know a lot of people are thinking of a certain someone, but I mean, I can name a dozen guys like this in my life. And it's just like, I just want they all need to be humbled. It's just like everyone needs to be humbled, but they most of all.
I need to be. It's the opposite of. I need to be heralded.
Yeah,
I need to be heralded.
Some people are humbled too much, and I feel like those guys were never humbled properly. Like their ego was never like checked, and now they're ruining all of our lives.
Listen, I had said that I would address the Adam Carolla firing of Brian and Gina. We literally have 4 minutes until we have to go relieve our nanny.
I know.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to hit it very briefly.
Yeah.
And then if people want to hear more of what I have to say about it, patreon.com/Alison Rosen, all sorts of
Sure.
behind the scenes stuff. I also do bonus episodes called The Friend Zone. I do Ask Me Anything. I'm very candid on there. There's a level where you can text
I could also
me.
just step out if you had more to say. You just wanted to say.
No,
Okay.
you can text me. I'll text you back.
Yeah.
You can see videos of the Thursday show. There's all sorts of stuff. So patreon.com/Alison Rosen. If you sign up for a year, you get 2 months free if you do annual subscription. So anyway, before his annual State of the Union or State of the Podcast or whatever, like address he gives at the beginning of the year, it turns out that he let Brian, drop guy, sidekick for 16 years, and Gina, my news girl replacement, let them go.
Had them come in.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. And so my shit has just been lighting up with people wanting to know what I think of it,
Yeah.
which I suppose is flattering. But I found out the episodes are uploaded like the night before the official date of the episode, you know?
Right.
And so I found out that night because I got an email,
Yeah.
like subject line OMG with a bunch of exclamation points.
Yeah.
I was very shocked.
Yeah.
I did not think he would ever do that.
Yeah.
I used to always say that I thought that Brian had immunity, which is sort of my silly way of saying, like, I just don't think he would ever get rid of Brian because Brian's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And also just the optics of firing someone who is battling brain cancer, I would think he
Right.
wouldn't want that, especially after like the optics of what went down with me.
Yeah.
So I was shocked at that's kind of my statement on it.
Turned off.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means the camera's just on you now.
Right, but why did it turn off?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Should we turn it back? Why don't we turn it back on? Can you get up and turn it back on real fast?
I just wonder if we ran out of memory.
Oh, well then if it starts recording over the other one, that's okay.
Sorry.
Well, okay. This is episode Interruptus. Daniel's camera just shut off and we do have to go inside right now. So I was in the middle of saying something. I'm sorry, this is frustrating. This is to be continued.
Well, you can finish.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know why he did it. There's I have a couple different theories.
Yeah.
One would be, but I have no inside information.
Yeah. Speculation.
So this is pure speculation.
Yes.
Maybe he has another deal somewhere,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it doesn't really make sense why he had to fire them at the time he did, except he's kind of a creature of habit and does it right before the new year. But apparently he like called them in as if they were going to work and then like let them know and let them go, which I feel like
Happy New Year.
kudos on
Doing it in person. Yeah.
not doing it by email, but like the third time, set aside time to
Yeah.
do it. But I don't know how they feel
I
about
will
the
say-
way it was done.
I will say this. This is pure speculation, but my understanding of the guy is it's all about money. It's only ever about money or ego, right? And so there has to be another deal that's in the works.
I don't know.
There's some financial reason he did this. That's
right.
it.
And then the other thing was, and my feeling at the night that I heard about it was like, in the way that I feel that my firing was just like a giant fuck you to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is kind of another fuck you to everyone. Like, oh, you like them? You like them on my show? Fuck you. And also because I suspect in the same way that he, I think, sensed that I do not share his political views, I imagine he feels, even if they're not outspoken about it, he knows. And so maybe he doesn't want to be saddled with two libs.
I think he probably hated the feeling that they were sitting there disagreeing with him.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I don't not understand that. Like, I get it.
Sure. He you can tell that so much of the anger when he's going off on his rants is just that nobody like agrees with him.
Yeah.
The anger is mostly just people not. It's the anger at people not thinking he is as wise as he thinks he is.
So yeah, to your point, I think it's either money or ego. Okay, we totally have to go. I'm sorry to end the show so abruptly. Listen to my other podcasts, and Daniel and I are going to go to a live wrestling event this week. So tune in Thursday for that.
Okay, I'll go. Bye. I love you.
Okay, bye. Love you. Bye, Daniel. Daniel just got up and left. Now it's just me. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the show. Everyone, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?